Untitled mjownsu. He's a pretty good Minecraft type YouTuber with around 32.2k subscribers at the time of recording this, and I'm building him because Mega said, "Hey, Wayful on Twitter, do you know any blocks for the use for this?" And I said, yeah, I do. And then I sold from him. Anyways, the blocks you need are brown terracotta, brown concrete, brown powder, orange terracotta, smooth red sandstone, red sand, clay block, white concrete, structure void. To get structure void, do /give at @structure_void in chat. That's for Bedrock. For Java, I have no idea. Red wool, red powder, green powder, lime concrete. Those are the blocks you need, so pause now to grab all of them. Okay, the first 9 blocks you need is your brown terracotta to your structure void, so grab that now. And if you don't have structure void or some reason, you're a bot and you don't want to use it, you could use barrier block or string, doesn't matter. Anyway, start off, get your orange terracotta and go 8 in a row. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pop out 3 on both sides and connect it. On the front side, go up 1 orange terracotta in each corner and go across 2 in the middle. In the 2 indents, go across 2 clay block each, just like so. Okay, next, get your white concrete and go across 2 from each end, just like so. On top of the 2 orange terracotta, go across 2 smooth red sandstone. Place red sand in both the gaps. Go across 2 lines of red sand on top of that. Go in 3 red sand from the ends. Make a square of smooth red sandstone in the middle. On the ends, go up 2 smooth red sandstone each. In the indents, go across 2 red sand. Go across a square of red sandstone on both ends, just like so. Make a square of orange terracotta in the middle, and place 1 orange terracotta on each end. Next, go across a row of orange terracotta, and then place 1 brown powder on each end. Go across 6 orange terracotta in the middle, and finally end off the front of the legs. Go across 8 brown powder in the middle, like so. That's the front of mjownsu done. Pause if you need to. Okay, the side legs are pretty simple. Just every block on the far right or the far left, whichever side you're looking at first, just drag it all the way across. So if there's orange terracotta, drag it all the way across. White concrete, drag it all the way across. Red sand, drag it all the way across. Simple enough. Let's keep going, and you should have a pattern that looks like this. Okay, and now do the same for the opposite leg. Just drag it all the way across. Just like so. Red sand, orange terracotta, and brown powder. And then we move on to the back side of his legs, which is an exact mirrored copy of the front. So, go across 2 orange terracotta in the middle, 2 clay blocks from the ends, 1 white concrete in each corner, 2 red sandstone on top of the orange terracotta, red sand in the 2 gaps, 2 lines of red sand across, a square of red sand on each end, a square of smooth red sandstone in the middle, 2 squares of red sandstone on the ends, a square of orange terracotta in the middle, a line of orange terracotta all the way across, and another line of orange terracotta all the way across on top of that, and then a line of brown powder on top of that. That's the back of mjownsu done. Pause if you need to. Okay, and now we move on to the front side of his body. Start off, get your brown powder, and go across 2 from both ends. Then go across 4 white concrete. On the ends, place 1 clay block each, and move in 1 white concrete next to that. Between those 2 white concretes, place 4 orange terracotta. Okay, you replace your clay block and your white concrete now for red wool and red powder. In the middle, place 2 red wool and pop out both. And pop out 2 red powder on top of that. Okay, on top of both clay blocks, place brown powder. On top of the brown powder, go up 3 orange terracotta, and going in towards the body, place 1 orange terracotta next to the brown powder. Okay, on top of the orange terracotta, place 5 smooth red sandstone each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then orange terracotta on top of both those columns. A smooth red sandstone going in towards the body. Just like so, and go underneath that, place a placement block, and move it over to the side. Doesn't matter. I'll place brown terracotta so like it's obvious what I mean by that. It should look like this. I'll place a red sand next to those smooth red sandstone like so. Next, get your smooth red sandstone, go back to the bottom of the body, and go across 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3. Next, go up 1 at each end. Then go across 4 red sand. In the middle of red sand, place 2 red wool and pop it out. And place 2 red powder on top of that, giving you his gumdrop belly buttons. Next, you can drop both your reds and grab both your greens. Next, get your red sand and go across 3 rows. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next, go across 2 red sand in the middle. Get your structure void, and on the top layer of each sand, red sand, place 2 across like so, giving you this shape. Then place 1 green powder on top of each red sand. In the middle green powder, go up 2 more, giving you a square. And where the placement blocks are, cover them with lime concrete like so. When it's done, you can drop your greens. And you can re-grab your whites. Okay, now we move on to his arms. Start off, get your orange terracotta, and where the 2 brown powder are, pop out 3, and go in 3. He has girl arms and boy arms at the same time. It's a weird mixture. And make sure you do for both sides. Pop out 3 and go in 3. Just like so. Okay, and then the closest column on the right arm, get your red sandstone and go up 3. Then 4 red sand on top of that. Then 2 clay blocks. Then 1 red sand and 1 smooth red sandstone like so. Next column over, get your orange terracotta, place 1 and pop it out 2 to the left. On the far right orange terracotta, place a clay block, then 2 white concrete to the left of it. Go across 3 smooth red sandstone on top of that. On the far right, place a clay block, then 2 white concrete. On top of the clay block, clay block, go up 3 red sand. Go across 2 smooth red sandstone, and on the far left one, go up 2 more, giving you an L. L nerd for mega. Place 2 red sand in that gap now. In the far right corner, place a clay block. Then go across 2 rows of white concrete on top of that. On top of the far left 2 white concrete, go across 2 smooth red sandstone. A red sand in the gap. On top of that red sand, a smooth red sandstone. And the 2 diagonals of these smooth red sandstones, connect them with orange terracotta, like so. Giving you that shape for his arm. And now that arm is an exact mirrored copy, flipped over the y-axis to the other arm. So if you just want to, if you were able to just rebuild that by yourself, you just skip ahead. Okay, on the first column, get 3 smooth red sandstone going up. Then 4 red sand. Then 2 clay block. Then 1 red sand, and 1 smooth red sandstone. Next, get your orange terracotta, place 1, pop it out 2 to the right. On the far left one, place a clay block, then 2 white concrete to the right of it. Then 3 smooth red sandstone on top of that. Then a clay block on top of the far left corner. Then 2 white concrete to the right of it. On top of the clay block, go up 3 red sand. 2 smooth red sandstone across the white concrete. And go up 2 more on the far right one, giving you a capital backwards L for L nerd for mega. And place 2 red sand in the gap. In the bottom left corner, place a clay block. 2 rows of white concrete on top of that. On the 2 far right white concrete, go in 2 smooth red sandstone. Red sand in the gap. A smooth red sandstone on top of that. And between the 2 diagonals of the smooth red sandstone, place an orange terracotta. And with that, the front of mjownsu is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on the side of his arm, which is pretty simple. Begin to get your orange terracotta and move it all the way across. Then move your white concrete all the way across. Then your smooth red sandstone. Then your white concrete. Then on the far left white concrete, go up 3 smooth red sandstone. And these 2 middle columns, fill it all the way up with red sand for 2 columns of 3. 2 rows of white concrete. 2 red sand in the middle, and a red sandstone in the middle, on the end. Go up to the shoulder blade, go across 2 smooth red sandstone, and then 1 orange terracotta, like so. That's the side of his arm done. Pause if you need to. And the other arm is the exact same, so go across 3 orange terracotta, then 3 white concrete, 3 smooth red sandstone, 3 white concrete. In the far right white concrete, go up 3 smooth red sandstone. In the middle, go up 2 columns of 3 red sand. Go across 2 rows of white concrete, 1 smooth red sandstone on the far right, 2 red sand in the middle, 2 smooth red sandstone in the middle between the and 2 orange terracottas like so. That side of his arm done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now move on to his backside, which is once again a mirrored copy of his front. Start off on the bottom, get your brown powder, go across 2 from both ends. On top of the brown powders on the ends, go up 1 clay block each. Go across 4 white concrete in the middle, and then 1 white concrete next to the clay blocks. On top of the clay blocks, place a brown powder each. On top of both those brown powders, go up 3 orange terracotta, and going in towards the body next to the brown powders, place 1 orange terracotta. Go across 4 orange terracotta in the middle. Go across 3 rows of smooth red sandstone in the middle. Go up 1 smooth red sandstone in the end, smooth red sandstones, like so. On top of the orange terracotta 3 columns, go up 5 smooth red sandstone each. Just like so, and just like so. Place orange terracotta on top of both those pillars. Then move in 1 smooth red sandstone towards the body, for both sides. Then in the middle, get your red sand and fill it all the way up to the tippy top, just like so. Just all the way up. And it should look something like this. Okay, once again, his arms are a mirrored copy, so if you just want to look over in front of you and just build what you see, instead of listening to me, you can do that. On the far right column, on his left arm, get your smooth red sandstone, go up 3. Then 4 red sand, then 2 clay block, then 1 red sand, and 1 smooth red sandstone. Go across 2 red orange terracotta. On the far right corner, place a clay block, and a white concrete next to it. Go across 2 smooth red sandstone, a clay block in the bottom right corner, and a white concrete next to it. On top of the clay block, go up 3 red sand, a red sandstone in the gap, giving you an L for Elder for Mega. Go up 2 red sand in the gap. On the bottom right corner, place a clay block. Go across 2 rows of white concrete. Smooth red sandstone in the bottom left corner, a red sand in the gap, and a smooth red sandstone on top of that. Just like so. And now, once again, it's a mirrored copy over the y-axis. In the far left column, go up 3 red sandstone, 4 red sand on top of that, 2 clay blocks, a red sand, and a red sandstone. Get your orange terracotta, go across 2, a clay block in the bottom left corner, white concrete next to it, 2 red sandstone on top of it, a clay block in the bottom right corner, and a white concrete next to it. On top of the clay block, go up 3 red sand, a smooth red sandstone in the bottom right corner, giving you a capital backwards L there for Mega, 2 red sand in the gap, a clay block in the bottom left corner, 2 rows of white concrete, a smooth red sandstone in the bottom right corner, a clay block in the gap, red sand in the gap, and a smooth red sandstone on top of it. And with that, the back of mjownsu is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on to shoulder blades. Start off, just get your smooth red sandstone and move it in 3, like so, giving you a plus sign with orange terracotta in the middles, like so. Okay, next, you drop your white concrete and clay block now. Okay, grab your structure void, and pop out 1, 2 on the ends, like so. I know, you're thinking, wait, there's like only 6 topped out for the head? I know, trust me. Move in 1 from each end, giving you this shape. And then place brown powder on top of each block. Just like so. Go behind the head, place orange terracotta in these 2 gaps, make it look like that from underneath. Get your brown terracotta and go across 2 in the middle. And then 4 in the middle on top of that. Get your structure void and pop 1 out on the side of the brown powder like so. And place brown powder on top of the structure void. In the 2 gaps, place orange terracotta. On the ends of the brown powders, go up 5 red sandstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the bottom, go in 1 red sandstone each side, give you giant capital L's, L to Omega. Go across 4 red sand in the middle, then 2 red sandstone in the middle. Go across 2 brown terracotta in the gaps. On the far right, brown terracotta for both of them, go up 1. And on the far left, brown terracotta, go up 1 brown concrete for both of them. Okay, you drop your brown terracotta and brown concrete now. Next, get your red sand, and go across 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3. On the end red sands, go up 1 red sandstone each, and then go across 4 red sand in the middle. With that, the front of mjownsu's head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on the back side, and now the front side of his head, and trust me, it's gonna look a bit ugly. Start off, place some blocks and place them over these 2 gaps right here. Okay, then get your structure void, pop out 1, 2, 1, 2 on the sides, and then connect it. Then get your brown powder and just place it on top of each structure void just like so, or whichever block you're using for that placement. Then get your structure void and go across the full row next to that, but this time on the same layer as the brown powder, just like so. And on top of each structure void, place 1 brown powder, just like so. I'm just doing this for both sides so we don't have to do it for the next one, like so. Okay, and then you can just break this whole line, except for the end ones. I just did it to make more sense. Get your orange terracotta and go across a full line in the middle, like so. Go up 1 on each end, and then this is where it messes up because his head isn't symmetrical with the rest of the body. On the far left orange terracotta, go 1 to the left, then up 2. You go up 2 smooth red sandstone on top of that. Go across 2 smooth red sandstone in the middle, like 2 rows. Then go up 1 smooth red sandstone in the ends. Go across 3 red sand in the middle, like so. Okay, go to the top of the head on the far right side. Move in 1 smooth red sandstone. Place 4 placement blocks next to it, and then 4 red sand on top of it. And then 2 smooth red sandstone next to that, like so. That's the side of his head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we do the opposite side, which is the exact same. So get your orange terracotta and go all the way across. Go up 1 on each end. On the far right orange terracotta, move out 1 to the right, now 2. Then 2 smooth red sandstone on top of that. Then go across 2 rows of smooth red sandstone in the middle. Go up 1 smooth red sandstone in the ends. 3 rows of red sand in the middle. Move in 1 smooth red sandstone on the far left. 4 placement blocks next to that with red sand on top of all of them. And then 2 smooth red sandstone behind that, like so. That's the side of his head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on to the back side of his head. Start off in this little crevice right here, get your orange terracotta and fill it in. And it should look like this from underneath. Okay, next, on top of each brown powder, go across a line of orange terracotta. Then an orange terracotta on the corners. Then 2 rows of smooth red sandstone. Go up 1 smooth red sandstone in the middle. On the ends. And go across 4 lines of red sand. Just like so. And that's the back of his head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, and then the top of his head is pretty simple. Just get a full 4 lines of placement blocks underneath. Just like so. And then fill it all in with red sand. And with that, mjownsu is done. This was not a request, I just tried to steal from Mega because it's pretty funny. If any more Minecraft skins are what you just want me to, I can do it, or at least I can try.